Welcome back to another show of Porch Talk, and I want to talk to you guys about the whole P. Diddy thing, and it's all starting to come out now. This is the moment that everybody's kind of been waiting for regarding this. Other names are starting to get dropped. You've got Orlando Brown, and Orlando Brown, he isn't anything to me. I've never heard of the name until now, but then again, I don't listen to rap, so Orlando Brown is now coming out and saying that he made love to Drake, Lil Bow Wow, and there was another name in there, I can't remember, but we kind of knew about Lil Bow Wow anyway, just kind of the way he acted from the beginning, you kind of tell. But I don't like how this Orlando Brown is sugarcoating it. He's like, I made love to these guys, I didn't smash them. Well, no, say it for exactly what it is. Stop sugarcoating it. You had sex with them. And that's what the rap industry has now been tarnished with. You've got these guys who are supposed to be big and bad and cool and famous and rich and all that stuff. And really all it is they sold their souls out to the devil for fortune and fame. Stop sugarcoating it. That's exactly what this is. Why is it all big news all of a sudden? Why is he in trouble? Well, because it's a wrong lifestyle. It's a sinful lifestyle to live. Why was he doing it hidden and covertly at parties? You got LeBron James saying, ain't no party like a Diddy party. Those words ring pretty true in the head, don't they? And you have to really wonder what's going on with LeBron James. Well, let's put two and two together, shall we? He does his satanic ritual pregame with the Illuminati symbolism where he puts his hands together and forms the triangle, claps the dust away, and all this stuff. That's all satanic, guys. There are videos out there that tell it exactly for what it is. It's a ritual to Baphomet. And let's be honest here, the athletes are not discluded from this kind of Hollywood celebrity stuff. They're entertainment, they're actors. Yes, they're athletes, they do hone their body and they do put a lot of hard work into it, most of them. But at the end of the day, they're entertainment and they're getting paid millions and millions of dollars when other people are very hardworking people in this country and they don't make that money. So obviously let's put that together. So yeah, LeBron James probably has done some shady stuff with probably men at these parties. There was an image, they came out and said it was fact-checked as false, which I never put too much clout into fact-checkers. I think they're all liars, but it was of the dress that he was wearing with a tutu and all that stuff. And to be honest, I don't think that was a real image because he still had his headband on. And if he's going to a party wearing that, he's not going to have his basketball headband on his head. I mean, let's get real. That was a photoshopped image. But regardless, I do think that he's in on this stuff. And look at Dwayne Wade of the Miami Heat and Chicago Bulls. His son is now transgendered. And Will Smith, the same thing. His son, Jaden Smith, transgendered. Wasn't always that way until last, several years now. And fathers, what are they supposed to do? They're not supposed to say, well, I support their decisions. They're supposed to say, you know what, I love you no matter what, but I don't support this. This is satanic. And neither one of them came out and said that. They supported them for what their decisions were, and that's why you know that they're part of it. I mean, you've seen videos of Will Smith kissing his own son like that on the lips. It's gross. It's wrong. That's the image that Hollywood is casting on people. So now that names are being dropped, it's just the beginning for Sean Puffy Combs. I mean, why did he even create that nickname anyway? What's Puffy supposed to mean? Puffy pants? Puffy pear? I mean, did he come up with that name or was it bestowed upon him? Is it short for Kid Diddler? I don't know. And I understand these are sensitive topics, but they have to be addressed because as parents of children out there, if you guys aren't getting to your children before they become teenagers and educating them on what is going on in this world, then the internet's going to get them first. Kids at school are going to get to them first. And we already know the dangers of public education. You guys have to, I mean, we can't all homeschool our kids. I wish we could. But at the end of the day, you can't shelter them completely, but you can try. I mean, that's our duty as parents, is to raise our kids right. And if your kids, like when I worked at one of my jobs this year in Parkersburg, West Virginia, or last year I should say, I left that job in June. The owner's son was transgender, and I get it. he loves his kid, but you don't have to sit there and support their decisions. I'm sorry. I mean, unless that's your belief, but I'm not going to sit here and force everybody what to believe. But I think at the end of the day, you guys can see what's right and what's wrong and what's going on in this country. So I think together we kind of need to stand together on these issues and not let people corrupt our children, basically, our youths. Even if you don't have kids, it's our responsibility to raise people right, you know, in your community. So that's all I got to say. This situation with P. Diddy, or I'm going to say Sean Combs, it's still unfolding, and you're going to hear about it in your news for a long time because it's a distractor. It's supposed to take away from the election, and the war in Israel is getting hot. And let's not forget about Ukraine, as the United States just pledged $375 million more. Pretty sad what's going on in this country, but stand firm. There are a lot of tough people out there. There are a lot of good patriots, and they're going to have a hard time if they're going to take this country away from us. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, Godspeed.